to Easy to Love Yoga with Shanna. Today we're going to do an active chair practice using just our chair and a mat. We're also going to be standing behind the chair at some point during class, so be ready to have your chair in the center of your mat. Let's begin class. Let's start seated forward in our chair so our glutes are on the chair, hamstrings off the chair, allowing us to have that 90-degree bend in our knees, feet flat on the floor. Sitting nice and tall, having a nice posture here, resting your hands on your lap. Closing your eyes for a moment and just bringing your attention down to your breath. Noticing your breath. Are you breathing deeply? Noticing if you're allowing the belly to rise on the inhale. Taking a moment now to scan our body, starting at the crown of the head, working all the way down to the toes. Notice any areas you need to be mindful of as we move through this practice today. And remember, if something feels uncomfortable or doesn't feel right, you do not need to do that pose. Please wait for us to move on to something else. Always keep yourself safe. Beginning our 4 square breathing practice with an inhale through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Maintain the emptiness. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Inhale, relax the shoulders. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Inhale. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Inhale, notice your posture. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Inhale. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Returning now to your regular breath and just notice if you're breathing deeply. Gently open your eyes. We're going to start by dropping our arms at the side of the body and taking one arm towards the sky as we gaze up through the fingers. Changing arms, just moving mindfully here. Changing the arm in the sky, looking through the fingers as we stretch and reach up. Just waking up the body. Bringing gentle movement. Continuing to change the hand in the sky, switching from side to side. And now let's take it over just a little bit further each time. Just bringing more of a side bend in each rotation. Taking your time, no need to rush. Waking up the body. Changing again, and change. This time we're going to do that nice bend and we're going to hold for 4 counts. And let's change sides. Find your nice bend, hold for 4. Change once more, deepen that stretch, hold for 4. Changing again, finding that stretch, hold for 4. And coming back to center. Let's roll our shoulders to the back of the room. Rolling the shoulders now to the front of the room. Taking a moment here, we're going to shrug the shoulders in as we inhale. And as we exhale, release those shoulders down. Inhale and shrug. Exhale, release. Inhale and shrug. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale and shrug. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Now we're just going to bring our arms into a nice T. We're going to sit tall in our chair. On an exhale, twist to one side, holding that stretch, looking through the fingers of the hand behind you for a count of 8. 8 rounds of breath. One more round of breath here. Slowly coming back to center. Once again, on an exhale, twist in the opposite direction, looking beyond the fingers and the arm behind you and holding here for 8 breaths. One more breath here. Returning to center and lowering those arms. Let's roll the shoulders once again to the back. Rolling the shoulders once again to the front. Beautiful. Now we're just going to sit slightly back in our chair. I'm just going to bring our feet out on a slight angle, dropping one elbow to the knee, bringing the other arm up and over, looking through the fingers, holding here. One more round of breath. Slowly coming back to our starting position. And now the same thing on the other side. Dropping the elbow down, bringing the opposite arm up and over, gazing through the fingers, holding here. Continue to breathe deeply. One more round of breath here. And coming back up into your seated position. Beautiful. Sitting forward in your chair once again, 90-degree bend at the knees. We're going to roll out the wrists here. Rolling in the opposite direction. Making a gentle stop sign with one hand and bringing very gentle pressure to the fingers just until you can feel the sensation of the stretch in the lower part of the wrist. Stopping at that first sensation of the stretch will keep you safe during practice. One more breath here, and we're going to lower the fingers and once again gentle pressure to the fingers until we feel that nice sensation of a stretch along the top of the wrist, stopping at that first sensation once again. One more breath here, and let's change hands, making that stop sign, bringing gentle pressure to the fingers, feeling the sensation of the stretch in the lower part of the wrist. One more breath here. And let's lower the fingers once again, gentle pressure, feeling the sensation now along the top of the wrist. One more breath. And let's roll up the wrists in the opposite direction, rolling. Bringing those hands together at heart center. We're going to lower the fingers forward, bring the backs of the hands together and circle the hands through back into prayer. Again, slowly bringing the fingers forward, backs of the hands together, circle through into prayer. And we're going to do 5 of these at your own pace. One more. Beautiful, stopping here. Now, using your right fingers, gently press your right fingers to the left, allowing the left fingers to relax. Beautiful. Holding here. Returning to center, and this time the left fingers press against the right as the right fingers relax. Returning to center, once again the right fingers press on the left fingers relax. Back to center, and the left fingers pressing on the right fingers relax. And returning to center. Now making star fingers, so really stretching those fingers wide apart, really using all the muscles in the fingers here. Stretching them out. And then relax the fingers and just shake it out. One more time, star fingers, really stretch, engage all the muscles in the fingers and the hands. And just shake it out. Beautiful. Now we're going to extend one leg out in front of us, placing the heel on the ground, walking the hands down the leg, finding the spot that works best for you. It may be your toes, it may be your ankles, maybe behind your knees or even your calves. Find where you can reach comfortably. Keep a slight bend in the knee and just enjoy this beautiful stretch in the back of the leg. Remember to continue to breathe deeply. One more breath here. Allow the hands to come up the leg. We're going to change sides now, extending the opposite leg, heel to the floor, hands walking down the leg. Once again, finding that comfortable spot for you. It could be the same position on both legs, or one leg may feel tighter than the other. It's all good. Wherever you find most comfortable is where you need to be today. Keeping that slight bend in the knee and remembering to breathe. One more breath. Allowing the hands to travel up the legs. Beautiful. Now sit about halfway into your chair, holding onto the chair with both hands. We're going to lift one foot off the ground and we're just going to roll the ankle out in one direction. And now changing directions, rolling the opposite way. We're going to point the toe and then flex the foot. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. One more time. Point and flex and place that foot down. And now pick the opposite foot up, rolling the ankle in one direction. And changing directions, rolling the opposite way. Beautiful. And turn that now into a point and a flex. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. One more time. Point and flex. Placing that foot down. We're going to do a couple of rounds of cow and cat breath now. Sitting forward in your chair once again. And we're going to inhale, bringing our arms up as we look up at the ceiling. Exhaling into cat, arching our back towards the back of the chair, drawing the arms behind. Inhale, lifting up, looking up to cow. Exhale, arching the back, bringing the arms back into cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow, and this time add one foot coming off the ground. Exhale to cat, place that foot down. Inhale to cow, opposite foot lifts. Exhale to cat, place it down. Inhale to cow, lifting foot. Exhale to cat, placing down. Inhale to cow, lifting the foot. Exhale to cat, placing it down. One more round. Inhale to cow with a lift. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow with a lift. And exhale to cat. Beautiful. And starting once again with cow, this time we're going to add a gentle twist at the top. So as we inhale to cow, we're going to twist to one side, come back to center, and exhale to cat. Inhale to cow, twisting one side, back to center, exhale to cat. Inhale to cow at that gentle twist, back to center, exhale to cat. Inhale to cow, gentle twist, back to center, and exhale to cat. Beautiful. Now we're going to come up off of our chair. I'm going to place my chair on an angle so you'll be able to see what we're doing today with the chair. So you're going to stand behind your chair. You're going to have a seat distance between the back of the chair and your feet. We're going to start with our feet hip width apart, holding on to the chair, and we're just going to simply lift up onto our toes, holding here for just a moment. Holding that lift, slowly coming down, bending the knees, and then coming up onto the heels for a moment. Flattening the feet on the floor once again, lifting up onto the toes. Coming back down, flat foot, bend the knees, coming up onto the heels, holding onto the chair. And now 4 times, a little bit more fluidity here, coming up onto the toes, and then back down onto the heels, onto the toes, back down onto the heels, onto the toes, back down onto the heels, and last time up onto the toes, and back down to the heels. Beautiful. And just standing here for just a moment, we're going to root one foot into the ground, pick up the opposite foot, having that knee just behind the chair, and just drop that knee out to the side, wherever you find comfortable. Holding here, squeezing the glute of the foot that's on the floor, the leg, squeeze that glute. It helps to keep your balance. Draw that foot back forward and lower down. We're going to change sides. So you're going to root the leg and the foot into the ground. Lift the opposite knee, flexing the foot, taking it out to the side wherever you find comfortable. Squeezing this glute to help you keep your posture. Drawing that knee forward and bringing it back down. Beautiful. Changing sides once again. Lifting that foot off the ground. Drawing the knee out to the side, squeezing the opposite glute, bringing it back forward and placing it down, and changing sides, lifting the foot, rotating outward, bringing it back forward and placing it down. Beautiful. Once again, up onto your toes, come down onto your heels, onto your toes, onto your heels. Last time on the toes. Last time to the heels. Beautiful. Now we're just going to let go of the chair. We're going to stand with our feet on a diagonal. Just give yourself a little bit of distance from your chair. Just make sure you don't have any reason to crash into your chair. As we move into this pose, we're going to draw our hands forward. Now if you're worried about balance, you can always keep your hands on the chair here. We're going to think about bending the knees and just coming down into a quarter squat here. So trying to keep the spine nice and straight, feeling the glutes and the muscles in the legs start to engage here. Just holding in this squat. It's just a quarter squat. Just getting used to the muscles and the legs being engaged. And we're going to rise up and just shake the legs out a little bit. Notice your stance. Do you need your feet a little closer together, a little wider apart? Adjust them. We're going to come down a little bit lower this time into our squat. Once again, hands at heart center, or bring your chair a little closer and hands to your chair if you're worried about balance. So lower to that quarter squat. Holding here, thinking about the feet, placement of the feet. Are they wide enough for you to lower down a little bit further? And let's take it down a little bit further to a half squat. Holding here. Beautiful. Feeling the muscles in the legs and glutes being engaged. And I want you to lift your right toe, place it down. Lift your left toe, place it down. Right, left, right, left. We're going to continue lifting right and then left. Think about staying nice and low in your squat, not balancing too much here. Keeping that nice low squat as you lift the toe. Right, left, right, left, right, left, and both feet flat on the ground. Slowly rise up, shake it out. Keep your feet where they are. Bring your hands together once again at heart center or on your chair for support. Lower back down to a quarter squat, back down to the half squat. This time we're going to lift our right heel, place it down, left heel, place it down, right, left, keep alternating, right, left, right, left, right, left. Try not to bounce here, keep the heels rotating from right to left, right, left, keep it going. 2 more rounds. Right, left, right, left. Slowly rise up. We're just going to grab the chair. We're just going to shake it out here. Beautiful. Now we're going to come back into that pose once again, bringing us a little distance away from the chair. Hands back to heart center. We're going to come down into that half squat. Holding here the half squat. Taking it down a little deeper. If you can go a little bit deeper and bring your elbows between your hands, or even bring your hands to the top of your chair, that would work. Holding here. Keep breathing. Now bringing your hands down to the ground, lifting the glutes. Keep both of your knees bent. Walk your hands over to the right foot. Holding here, both knees are bent. Hands are on the right foot, breathing deeply. Feeling the stretch come up through the back of the leg and the glutes. Walking the hands to center, keeping both knees bent. Walking both hands to the left foot, both knees slightly bent. Continue to breathe. Walking back to the center. Bringing those feet in, hip width apart, just by moving the heels and toes. Bringing the fingers underneath the toes and just holding here in this forward fold, knees slightly bent. Now if this is uncomfortable, you could bring your hands to the back of your chair and just hold here. Or if you need the chair for balance, that's okay. Chair is always available. So find what works best for you today. Keeping a slight bend in both knees. Now, releasing the fingertips from under the toes, allowing the hands to slowly travel up the legs as we stand back up vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and slowly. Beautiful. Now we're just going to come alongside of our chair. Once again, holding onto the chair with just one hand, just lifting up onto the toes. Down to the heels, onto the toes, down to the heels, and just one more time, onto the toes, and down to the heels, and just rolling out one ankle, holding onto the chair for balance, rolling the opposite direction, turning that into a point and a flex, point, flex, just one more time, point, flex, beautiful. Changing feet, rolling out the ankle in one direction, rolling the opposite way. Changing it now to a point and a flex, point, flex, and just one more time, point and flex, beautiful. Now making sure that you're not going to hit your chair, we're going to bring our arms forward in front of the body as we inhale. And we're going to exhale and just bend at the waist. Bring those arms behind us into cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. And this time when you inhale, bring those hands together overhead. Lower them down to heart center. Close your eyes. Notice your breath. Are you still breathing deeply, allowing the belly to rise on the inhale? Do another scan of your body, starting at the crown of the head all the way down to your toes. Notice without judgment if any sensations have changed from the scan you did at the start of class. Taking a moment once again to notice your breath. Thank you so much for participating in this active chair class. I hope you enjoyed what we've done in class today. And realize that it really is easy to love yoga. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.